Chapter 1.3 Modeling with Linear Equations. You try problem. Kelly and Kim are both babysitters. Kelly charges a flat fee of $10 plus $6 per hour to babysit. The table on the right shows the total hourly fee that Kim charges to babysit. So now we are going to write two equations, one for Kelly and the other one for Kim. To make an equation for Kelly, we are going to use the $10 as our flat rate for Kelly is $10. So we are going to use it as y-intercept. We are going to use $6 as our slope because it changes with every hour. Anything that changes, we are going to use it as slope. Anything that is fixed, we are going to use it as y-intercept. Now we are going to use the table to make an equation for Kim, and we need the y-intercept and slope. To find the slope, we are going to use the slope formula, that is y2 minus y1, which is 26 minus 22 on the top, divided by x2 minus x1. On the bottom, it should be 2 minus 1. So 26 minus 22 is 4, and on the bottom you got 1. So you got the slope, and now we are going to use the point slope form to find the equation. So the point slope form is y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. So we chose that x1 and y1 is 1 comma 22. So we're going to use y minus y1, that is 22, equals slope, which is 4, times x minus x1, that is 1. Now you're going to distribute the 4 inside, so you're going to get 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. You're going to get the y by itself because you're going to get the equation in the form of y equals mx plus b. So you're going to add 22 on both sides. So y should be equals 4x. 22 minus 4 would be 18. So y equals 4x plus 18. And that's the equation of Kim's babysitter fee from the table above. We are going to answer these two questions here. So letter A is who charges more per hour? To answer this question, just look at the equation for both Kelly and Kim. So if you notice, Kelly charges $6 per hour and Kim charges $4 per hour. So Kelly charges more per hour because it charges at the rate of $6 per hour, and Kim charges $4 per hour. So Kelly charges more than Kim. Now the letter B is saying how many hours must Kim and Kelly babysit for their total fee to be the same. In order to find out the answer for letter B, we are going to put both the equations equal to each other and see when they're going to have same total fee for the babysitting. So put the both equation equal to each other and solve for x. To solve for x, we are going to first bring the variable on one side and the numbers on the other side. So to do that, we are going to subtract 4x on both sides. This 4 and 4 cancel. You're going to get 6x minus 4x, that's 2x, plus 10 equals 18. Now you're going to subtract 10 on both sides. This 10 and 10 cancel. You're going to get 2x equals 8. To get the x by itself, you're going to divide by 2 on both sides. So 2 and 2 cancel. X should be equals 4 because 8 divided by 2 is 4. Therefore, Kim and Kelly must babysit for 4 hours for the total fee to be the same. Now let's look at the problem on the bottom here. The graph relates temperature Y in degree Fahrenheit to temperature X in degrees Celsius. Use the graph to write an equation of the line and interpret the slope. So we're going to use this graph where we're going to figure out what is the y-intercept, and I can clearly see that the y-intercept is going to be 32 because y-intercept is the value when x is 0. And also we are going to find out the slopes. Find out the equation of this graph. Now the y-intercept is given as 32 or 0 comma 32, which is b. And for the slope, we are going to use the formula y2 minus y1, which is 86 minus 32, divided by x2 minus x1, which is 30 minus 0. So 86 minus 32 is 54, and on the bottom you got 30. You reduce them, and your value for m would be 9 divided by 5. You plug it into the equation y is equal mx plus b, where m is 9 over 5 plus b, which is 32. So the equation is y equals 9 over 5x plus 32. And the interpretation of the slope is the Fahrenheit temperature increases 9 divided by 5 degree for every degree in Celsius. You try problem number 2. The graph shows the height y in feet of a flag x seconds after you start raising it up a flagpole. First thing you're going to do is use the graph to write an equation of the line, and then you're going to interpret the slope. To find the equation of a line, we need a slope as well as y-intercept. So I can see that the y-intercept is given as 3, and we can find the slope using these 2 points and use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. To make an equation, we use the y-intercept as 0, 3 and find the slope y2 minus y1, 6 minus 3 divided by 2 minus 0, which is x2 minus x1, and the slope came out as 3 over 2. You plug it into the main equation mx plus b, where m is 3 over 2 and b is 3, and you got the equation of a line using this graph. For the interpretation of the slope, the flag height increases by 3 divided by 2 feet or 1.5 feet every second up the flagpole.